Welcome back to another edition of Down and Back of CornDoug, presented by Octane Cornhole. CornDoug here. This was supposed to be post Cornhole Mania show, but unfortunately, as everyone knows, it got canceled. So this has now become the kind of coronavirus show. I'm now bunkered down in my basement, quarantined out after being down in the States. So the Canadian government has said everyone coming back from out of country has to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So I'm just sitting here just watching everyone else play cornhole. So I guess I'm just kind of sitting watching. But this week on the show, we've got Aaron Fielder, got from Germany. So we're getting the perspective of what's going on with Germany with cornhole. And then then we'll kind of talk about what happened in Cleveland. But yeah, let's get right into the show here. Bring Aaron into the show. Aaron, welcome to Down the Back of CornDoug. Wish we could have had better circumstances here. I know your wife Morgan was supposed to join us as well, but she's a little down right now.
Yeah, she is. Right on, Doug. It's good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you lived in the States, and then you kind of went in and started playing cornhole in Germany. So how we'll say how did that all start off?
Just served some time in the Marine Corps, and through that old job, made some connections in a defense contractor, and they had a job in Germany. We moved over here from Southern California, which, from what it appears, the 4 years I've been here has exploded as far as cornhole goes. It was pretty big when we were there, but it seems like it's absolutely massive now. But no, we lived in America most of our lives, and moved over here and found, honestly, like I was telling you before we started, that cornhole was the only missing thing in our lives that we had back in SoCal that we didn't have here. So we started our own club, we started our own website, and it's just grown from there.
Yeah, I've seen on the so you're with the Cornhole Europa. I've seen you on their Facebook group, and that seems to be just massive over there.
It's growing quick. It's not as big as it is in America, to be sure. But there is a hardcore group of Germans here who love cornhole. I know that some guys from Nuremberg went to the ACO championship or whatever the tournament was in Vegas, and they had nothing but awesome things to say about the energy at the tournament, and the guys that were there, and if you go to one German cornhole tournament, you realize pretty quickly they're very serious about cornhole. They don't mess about.
Yeah, we had Kim Kant over here. Like I had him on the show a couple weeks ago, and he's just he was an outstanding player when he was here. So they are pretty good there.
Yeah, yep. They, like I said, they play on short boards, and so some of the dynamics of the long boards are a little bit different. You're trying to, at least the way I play, and I'm okay. I'm passing. I try to slide, we try to slide and get it up the middle. Their boards are so short that that's not it's not the best strategy all the time. So they're coming in a lot higher arc coming in on those 3-foot boards. And they're counting on a certain bounce of the bag. It's just enough to make. So like if I'm preparing for a German tournament, I got to practice on 3-foot boards for a couple weeks just to even make it to the tournament into the knockout round.
Mm-hmm. So also checking out the Cornhole Europa Facebook group there, I see that you guys have some other rituals that you guys have to start off tournaments. I think that'd be pretty good to start over here.
Yeah, you heard about the fireball the routine,
yeah.
Huh? The fireball.
Yeah, I got to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually at a tournament in Luxembourg a couple months ago. And they said, we have a ritual that we stole from Cornhole Europa. Everybody grab a shot glass and we're going outside to do a fireball shot. And I felt pretty awesome. I felt very proud and maybe a little bit famous that in Luxembourg they saw what we did for all of our tournaments and did our fireball shot to start off the game. That was pretty badass. That was cool.
I guess you get that aiming fluid in you right away, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, it's all about ritual too, man. You have a torch. We stand in a circle. Everybody gets a shot of Fireball. You do your shot. You pass the torch to the next couple people. They do their shot and pass the torch. It goes around, and it's just like church. It's like Cornhole church.
So then I know you have a couple clubs over there. So do you have like a league night or a certain night that you get together and everyone plays?
Yeah, we're part of the Konken. We're from Konken, Germany. It's a little hole-in-the-wall town here that it's about 900 people. And yeah, we practice once a week. I practice more than that, and it's usually because of the weather. It's got to be inside unless it's the summer, because right now it's rainy a lot here and windy. So yeah, we practice once a week. We usually have about 10, 20 folks show up for practice. Mostly American servicemen that live in the area, but a couple Germans who are pretty hardcore as well. And we have a pretty solid group of 4 or 5 to 8 of us that travel to many tournaments in Europe.
So then in talking with Cal yet last week, what sort of big tournaments then do you participate in?
So yeah, Callie is he still the Swedish champion? I don't know. I think he is. But so we have been meaning to go to the Swedish Open because there's like a group of 10 or 20 Germans that go every year. It's a big deal. It's in August or July, and they make the trip up there. It's just we were going to go this year, but because of the coronavirus, like to do that. The Italian Open this year is in July 19th, in a town even smaller than ours in Italy. We'd like to go to that one. But within Germany, there's the Ingelheim Open, which was a couple weekends ago. There's like about 200-300 people show up for that. They have I won't talk about the structure of the tournament because they're probably getting into the weeds too much. But they have the Konz has a couple tournaments every year that we like to go to, and what else we got? Franzenheim is an outdoor tournament. There's a town. This is the actual name of the town. I'm not making it up. It's called Queershit. Queer Shit. That's the name of the town. They have an outdoor tournament. They do on a AstroTurf soccer field, which is interesting because if you've ever thrown outdoors and it gets windy, it's like it adds a layer of. It doesn't matter how good you are. It's just you could get somebody who just has a couple lucky shots. I feel like. Those are the big ones that we do around here. But like I said, you go to these tournaments and it's like the same 300-400 people. You always see the same folks, and so it's like you walk in and you see somebody you haven't seen before. You're like, hey man, who are you? What are you doing here? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a tight, really hardcore group of cornhole players for sure in Germany.
Yeah. So then talking about with this whole coronavirus thing. How's that affecting the cornhole there? I know we're kind of shut down here for a couple of weeks, and the ACL is kind of actually shut down itself till the 15th of April here. But so how is it affecting you guys?
Yeah, we had a cornhole cruise that we were really psyched, super pumped to go to. It left from Germany. I want to say it went to Sweden and came back around, and I think maybe we stopped in Denmark. It was a cornhole cruise. And shut for everybody that was to go. I'm not sure which one was it. But that was a real bummer because we couldn't get our money back on our train tickets to go with the boat launch from. But like I said, there's the which a lot of fun, I've heard. But we were going to go to that. Now maybe not because of travel restrictions that we have because. My wife works for the Army as a civilian, and a tournament in Italy in July, which we don't know if they're going to cancel or not yet. We actually have a whole themed tournament A, which is more of a party. And oh, by the way, we're playing cornhole. That we don't know if we're going to have to shut down or not. So, yeah, to be what the fallout is from the coronavirus. Germany, but right now a lot of good stuff, which is a bummer.
Yeah, because we're still unsure about even some of our bigger stuff here beyond April. So, but so is there anything else that you wanted to have people in this side of the ocean here know about cornhole in Germany or?
They're super welcoming. So we had a couple of really good cornhole players from the ACL last year. Shout out to Eric Weather and Dylan Wood. So great guys, great ambassadors, if you will, who came out. And the Germans, we told a couple of professional cornhole players come out, and they bent over backwards. We had two clubs say, hey, if you want to drive 50 minutes up the road to Cornhole, and down the road, we'll put on a tournament. We'll give you guys free beer. Just show up, and we want to see how good these guys are. We want to challenge them. So Dylan and Eric came up, and we played shit load of cornhole that weekend. And it's tough to travel from the States to Germany for just a couple of days. I travel all over the world. Something about that trip, East Coast of America or middle America, and coming over to Germany, and jet lag will get you for a couple of days. So we just kept them awake, Paul and cornhole. And man, the Germans just ate it up. I tell you what, we threw a German-American friendship tournament where it was a blind draw, 8 and an American teammate. We played on 4-foot boards, and we played on the German 3-foot boards. And it was a blind draw for your partner, and it was a blind draw for what boards you got. And you had an advantage. You could have got Goonie, the German champ, or Renee, the champ from a couple years ago. But it was super fun. Everybody had a good time. I think we stayed up until about 2 o'clock in the morning after cornhole got done. It was just a line of people that wanted to play them. It was like, hey, the tournament's over. I just want to go ahead and these pros. And it was amazing. It was like these guys were like just so excited to see some professional cornhole players in Germany. And I, my wife, who's the brains and the energy behind Cornhole Europa, have basically said to just about everybody, if you want to come to Germany to play cornhole, I mean, you got a place to stay. We got a couple houses here in Konken from our cornhole club that, I mean, are welcoming. Just come on in. We'll take care of you. And once it's very easy to get around Europe. We're about an hour from France, a couple hours from Belgium, Austria, Switzerland. I don't think people realize how small this area is, how small Europe is. So we were trying to organize in October around Oktoberfest, because like I said, it's hard to come out for a couple of days. And people let us because it's a mess. And we were trying to get like a 2 or 3 tournaments for like a week and come on out. You know, you can crash around here for a couple of days. You can go down to Oktoberfest and enjoy some beer and some tuba and accordion music, and more importantly, play cornhole and who love cornhole. And yeah, it's a good scene, man. It's a good scene, Doug.
So it sounds like the cornhole. It sounds like the cornhole in Europe is, or in Germany at least, is the same as the cornhole here, where everybody just loves to get together and just play and have a time, because, like you said, we had a couple of pros come up here to play in a couple tournaments, and everyone just wanted to let's get a chance to play against them. So it seems like it's like I said before with the other guys, it's just it's almost, cornhole is almost the same anywhere you go globally.
Yeah, you kind of broke up there. I don't know if it's because I have this door shut with my Wi-Fi, but can you say it again?
Well, no, it's just that the cornhole community, I guess, is almost the same globally as because we had some pros come up here and play, and everyone just wanted to take their shot and just see how they were against the pros just for fun.
Yeah, and we had a couple guys that can hang. They can hang with Eric and Dylan. Goonie, who's the German champ, he could hang with. Yeah, I you really broke up on that, so I don't really hear the question very well. But I think the Germans they have a hard group of cornhole players that are really about playing high level cornhole, very serious about it, and they have their families and friends show up for the tournaments and want to watch and want to stick around. You always toward the championship game or the semis, you see the people just sort of take off. But more and more, there's people that just stick around to see wins and just to see the game, and they love to throw. They love the sport.
Exactly.
But that answer your question, because I really didn't.
Well, no, it's just that.
I think it's
that the global community of cornhole. It seems like everyone is there just to you go for serious play, but you're also there for a good time as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Can you ask me again? You really broke up.
Okay, so yeah, it's just it seems like at tournaments globally, cornhole is just like you go there for fun.
Yeah. There's never much money. We've had a couple money tournaments, and a lot of really good players to play. It's something that they're not used to. For the most part, people show up to throw bags because they love the sport and they love the atmosphere, and it's a really great community. And if I know any German, especially ein bisschen Deutsch, it's because I hang out with a bunch of Germans that don't speak English, and we speak cornhole to each other. And that's my German. It's just that good community of folks that love the sport and want to come and play and compete. They love to compete. You know anything about the German culture, but when they have a hobby or sport that they're very serious about it. And cornhole, it's not like you get to age 40 like the other sport they play here. When you get to a certain age, you're kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
With cornhole, it seems like we got all ages of folks coming out for these tournaments and just loving it. Super time, man. It's a super time. That's why we always advertise on Cornhole Europa, like, come on out. We can take care of you. We pick you up, and you can stay with us, and we'll show you around. And there's always Germans willing to play.
Mm-hmm. So I want to thank you for coming on here, talking cornhole. I'm definitely going to have you and Morgan back on when she gets better. To talk some more about what's going on in Europe once everything starts back up again.
Yeah, right on. She's much cooler than me, so she'll probably be much more entertaining for everybody.
Okay, thanks again.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Aaron Fielder there from Cornhole in Germany. He's an American that's moved over there from the military. Great guy. Had a chance to talk with him a bit. Sorry, still got a little bit of my cough left. I'm actually getting better after being away, but maybe this confined quarantine will help me get better and finally get rid of this here. But talking about Cleveland, it was kind of real disappointing. We headed down there Thursday night, and we got about an hour outside of Cleveland when we got the word that everything had been shut down, and real disappointing. We had a lot of stuff planned for down there. We were gonna have a lot of fun, but we had that rug pulled out from underneath us. And if you've seen anything from the ACL, it wasn't any part of the ACL. They were still a go. They were going with all of the stuff that the governor sent out. All the stipulations he put on, they had everything in place, ready to go. It was just the county that stepped up and said, last minute, you're a no go. Like we got to see Stacy Friday morning, and talk with him for a bit, and he was just him and everyone else in the ACL that were there were just walking around like zombies. Like they had, it was just kind of like just a real big gut punch to them that, they had all that stuff all set up to go, and we just couldn't go. So, it's, I want to say, don't be blaming this on the ACL just because they were, they they jumped through every hoop that they were told to jump through, and it just at the end that last hoop just got pulled out. Talking to some other people, it was almost like that Lucy with Charlie Brown with the football. It just got, we were all ready to go, and it just got yanked right out there. So just we've got to stay positive here. We got ACL we know is still one of the best ones out there for players. We've got to just keep plugging along, and I think we're going to come through this here. Good. I know I sent a message to Trey as well saying, just chin up. We're going to get through this here. I know everyone's upset now, but once people realize just, the severity of the whole issue, that we need to keep that social distancing and just keep everyone safe, reduce that curve, and everything will come out better than what we were told it could come out. So just, keep that social distancing. Keep, if you have to play in your backyard by yourself, play in your backyard by yourself. Try not to set up any big tournaments. Let's keep everybody safe. But other than that, that's the show for this week. You can see me. I've still got some of it. I know some people with my last video were saying, with the cough, but you know what? If you've watched my videos here, you've seen I've had it for long. So my work is now done for the year. I work in a hockey rink. We're now all shut down. So hopefully this will all get better. And in no time we'll be back playing cornhole. So just, keep throwing those bags, keep having fun. Hit that little subscribe button that's down on this side. Hit the like button. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so let's keep that going. I think we got about 12 left. But just keep throwing those bags, keep having fun, and we'll catch you next week on the Down and Back with CornDoug, presented by Octane Cornhole.